Husbands, you are your wife's worst enemy. Do you believe that? If you do, you've bought into the lie. Now, this is a lie that I was starting to buy into because of the situation in my marriage, where it felt like everything I did seemed to backfire. Everything I did seemed to just go against what was needed or what I felt my wife needed. And it turned into argument, turned into blaming, turned into distance and cold, just the roommate living. And so I started to believe the lie that I was my wife's enemy. Not that she was my enemy. I've already worked through that. And maybe you're feeling like my wife is my enemy. She's against me. And that's not true either. And I've made a previous video you can check that out on YouTube or Instagram, about the fact that your wife is not your enemy. But for the men who have done the work and gone through the learning, the understanding, and the applying of that lesson, that your wife is not your enemy, and you have got back to a place where you can actually see her as your partner, as your bride, this video is for those men. Because I did the work, and it took some time to truly learn, and I won't say fully understand, because I'm still understanding and learning, and I'm still applying the lessons that I've learned, and God is still working in me. He's still revealing truth in me. And last night, this truth was revealed to me, that I am not my wife's enemy. And on a surface level, I knew that. I've been trying to lead and serve and to love her to the best of my ability. But again, it felt like everything was going against our marriage, and there was nothing I could do. And God again revealed this truth to me that I want to share with you, and want to give you 3 things that you can do to help transform the environment, transform your marriage, transform the way you look at your wife, the way you see your marriage, and a way that I think will honor and glorify God. So, I want to first remind you that, you might be believing this lie, that you are your wife's enemy, worst enemy even. And your wife may even be believing this. This is possible. This is possible. I know it's possible because you've been there and I've been there, where we believed the lie that we thought our wife was our enemy. But again, we've learned, we've understood, and we've applied the truth that she's not our enemy, and that she is for us. Just like we are not her enemy, and we are for her. Whether she believes that or not, we still have work to do. We still lead, we still serve, and we still love. Like, this is what we're called to do. So again, I want to give you 3 things that you can do to help you in this process, and to help change and improve the environment in your home, improve your marriage. And it's not an overnight fix. I guarantee it's not. It could be. God works in wonderful ways. But these 3 things will help you to move forward in leading, serving, and loving your wife, even when when it feels like she is just attacking you, blaming you, and nothing seems to be going right. So the first one is separate yourself from the lie. Again, whether you believe it, whether she believes it, it's a lie. It's not the truth. You know that you've been called to serve, to love, to lead her. And like I said, this is for the men who have gone through the work, who have done that, who have aligned themselves with God. They're not perfect, but you're walking the path and you're surrendering daily to try to improve, to try to get better as a husband, as a father, as a man. Separate yourself from the lie. And we do this by fixing our eyes on Jesus. We separate ourselves from the lie by focusing on the truth. The truth is, you're not her enemy. You know that you love her. You know that you are willing to serve and willing to lead her. And again, it doesn't matter what she believes right now. It only matters how you show up. So that's number one. Continue to fix your eyes on Jesus, focus on the truth, and lead, serve, and love in that way. Number two is fight with and for your wife. Let me clarify. When I say fight with, I don't mean against. I don't mean start arguments. I don't mean to create more chaos in your marriage. I mean next to. So how do we fight with and for our wife? Prayer. Our fight is not against flesh and bone. Our fight is against spiritual forces. And we do that through prayer. Now, maybe you're in a spot where your wife's not really willing to pray with you. I get it. I've been there. So pray for her and pray against every evil and foul spirit that attacks her, that attacks you, that tries to sell you the lies and tries to create more chaos in your marriage. Pray against them. Pray for your wife. And when she's willing, pray with her. So that's number two. Number three, surrender her to God. You're not here to fix. You're not here to change your wife. You're here to lead, serve, and love her. So, don't try and fix her. Don't try and change her. Don't try and be logical and explain to her the situation. Surrender it to God. Now, there's going to be a time where the conversation is going to come up, and you can have those conversations about what you think is going on. But if you come right out of the gates and start being logical and tell her, hey, I think you're believing the lie. I think you've bought into a lie that I'm your enemy and you need to stop believing that, and that's gonna blow up in your face. That's gonna cause chaos, more turmoil, more distance. Surrender her, surrender your marriage to God. And then repeat daily or more than once a day if it's needed. Men, I get it. I've been there. Marriage is a journey. It's a process, and it takes work. It takes work to lead, to serve, and to love. But we were created to do that. We were created to lead. We were created to serve. We were created to love, and to do it in a way that honors and glorifies God, that makes it just look like Christ is leading, serving, and loving the church. I'm not going to say it's easy. I don't think anybody will say it's easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So men, I encourage you, stand firm in God's promises. Stand firm in your marriage. Focus on the truth. Pray for your wife. Pray for your marriage. And surrender it to God. Allow God to do what God is going to do. You are not your wife's enemy. Satan is. And when you focus on truth, the environment of your home, your marriage will eventually change. God bless.